Hello folks, Wes here from B&B Audio, and we're going to talk about this new Drakeford speed problem. Okay, so I don't know, for Welsh people you'll get it, but for people who are out of town or England, you haven't got it yet. Wales is now 20 miles an hour. I understand if you're outside a school or a playground or a hospital, that's fair enough. But I'm 52, been driving for 30 plus years. Touch wood, never had an accident. Been okay, never knocked anyone, never killed anyone. So this drama is a bit crazy. Now, driving 20 miles an hour in Wales is not fun. What can I say? Since yesterday, there's been a backlog of traffic. I often do customers' cars and I have to do the test. So I'm up and down the road and I'm not actually testing the equipment. I'm actually watching the clock. And then there's people in front of me that are driving really slow. I mean, it's 20, so they're driving at 15. It's still a 30 road, you dumb sheep. But carry on anyway, So this morning I drove to work. It took me 15 minutes longer. Tailback, it was raining, so generally traffic is more, but now it's raining, traffic and slow speed. It's just annoying. I just feel like, whoa, if this stays or comes or passes or whatever, this is going to happen, I need to sell my cars and buy a helicopter or something, because I can't be coping with this nonsense anyway. This morning I'm driving to work. There's a woman in front of me, but it could have been anyone, but a woman. Anyway, it was doing 15 miles an hour uphill towards a set of traffic lights, which were green. And I could see her contemplating 15, 14, down to about 10, just to catch the red or the orange light. I'm like, really? You want to add another 3 minutes to the 15 minutes that I'm late? So, I had to do the old road rage, get round and accelerate and get round it. Lucky I got a quick car, so it happens in milliseconds, and I still got through while it was still sort of green. So I think road rage is going to go up. Obviously, police are going to make a lot more money and give them more powers, and Drakeford and his numpties are going to be laughing because they were probably bullied at school, so now they want to bully everybody else. But there we go. So this video, what can I talk about? Right. So we've been selling a solution to performance drivers or drivers who are high on their points and just don't want to lose their license because it's their livelihood. Not being funny, I make a good living and I do well, but I need to drive. If I lose my driving license, I can't get to work. I can't sell anything. I have to then live at home jobless on the social or the dole, and then I have to start nicking from Asda, and then if I start nicking from Asda, I'll start probably selling things for £1 or £2 because I need to make money, and then next thing I know I'll probably be a crackhead. So this solution of a problem.
Hello, you can.
Oh, you fucker. Okay, sorry about that. Fucking dumb staff had to walk in and just swear, but there we go. I may leave that in if it sounds funny. If not, I'll cut it out. Anyway, going back to my thing. So over the years, I've been selling stuff to performance guys and people with high points on their license. I use some of this stuff. It's brilliant. I sell it to a lot of people. Some use it for good, some use it for bad. It's not a license to speed, but it will help you. So let's get to it and talk about this product. So first things we're gonna sell, it's called Laser Track. Okay, it's a small, minute unit. We have them smaller than this and we have them bigger than this. It all reflects on what type of vehicle you use. I just happened to grab that because it was being fitted today in the workshop. So what does this give you? So basically, if you grew up watching Star Trek, and Star Trek used to have an invisible shield until it got taken down. So what happens is we fit this kit, it makes an invisible shield in front of your car. Basically, to the eye, you can read the number plate, but to laser guns, it blurs it, okay? So what will happen is you're going down the road doing 26, because you're a gangster, in a 20 zone. Police vans at the side of the road because they'll hide and they're nitty people and they love to just be sneaky. I call them assholes, but that's what they are. When I drive past them, I usually wish them, I'm not a hater, but I gotta say, I do wish hate on those people, you know. Hopefully something will go wrong, or, you know, they crash their car, or their boiler breaks and floods the house. That's what I wish for people who work for Vosa anyway. They are my pet hate and traffic wardens. But there we go, that's just me. I'm a hater. There we go. Anyway, going back to this, this product here now will activate when you start the car. As you're driving along, invisible shield in front of the car, you come round a blind bend and there's a sneaky cop with an add-on, and he's gonna be basically firing this at you. What will happen is you will get an alert, a very high-pitched alert noise or sound, and a flashing LED which is mega bright. So if you're blind, you can hear it, and if you're deaf, you can see it, okay? So what will happen is that'll kick off your reaction. You have to react to this, okay? So your reaction will be to brake. Now, whether you're doing 90 in a 70 or 26 in a 20, 4 seconds is more than enough with modern cars to come to the speed limit or below. So after 4 seconds, the machine turns itself off, allows the laser gun to have a reading, and usually when they take a reading, I'm not going to go into too much detail because the geeks in here will try to, you know, dissect my video, so I'll keep it simple. They fire a gun, they get an error. They fire a gun, they get a reading. They fire a gun, they get a reading. They take an average, and that is your average, okay? This is done quite quickly, but the machine will save you that. And after a few minutes, it will physically turn itself back on. So allowing the police to get a reading, which basically makes it kind of legal. And before you start telling me about legal and illegal nonsense, listen, doing 30 in the streets now is illegal, and you're going to get 3 points, and you're going to get a huge fine depending on your wage. So for me, this product pays for itself. It can be moved from car to car and gives you that time to save. Nothing's going to happen because you can wipe the memory anyway, and it stays as a garage door opener or a parking sensor or whatever you wish to program it to. So evidence is required to be convicted, and there's no evidence here really, okay? So this bit of kit is going to save you for people who can't help but do 30 or just used to 30 like me, numpties, you know, so this is going to save you. So I'm not saying it's a product that allows you to speed, but it's a product that will save you getting points. I've had one. I mean, in my back days, I used to get bans all the time and used to pay thousands to barristers to get me off. And some of the lads then used to just like help me out while I had a week ban when I should have had a year. Since these type of products, I don't speed as fast because I'm old and I can't see that well. But I've not had no points, touch wood. Probably get some tomorrow, but that's life. At the moment, you know, it saved me for the last sort of 8 years, and I've been selling them, and not one of my customers have got into trouble. And some really professional people up there are buying these products. We're talking law, we're talking parliamentary, we're talking judges, we're talking police. So I know this stuff works, okay? So yeah, so this bit of product will help you if you're worried. If you're not, then just put a leaf or something on, or a bit of mud on the front of your plate, I suppose, and just take a £70 fine every time. But it'll soon add up. So this type of kit is a bit expensive at the beginning, but in the long run, it will pay off, okay? While I'm talking about these type of subjects, the other thing that we sell a lot of is the Target Blue Eye. And I get a million questions from people, how much is it, until I tell them the price. So I usually, when they say, what does it do, I just go, it's this much. And if you're interested, then we'll carry on the conversation. And if you shit your pants, then don't worry about it, okay? So this bit of kit will give you an LCD, and it'll give you a kilometer circle radius around your vehicle. So as you're driving, it will tell you about any emergency vehicles. Now, emergency vehicles being police, ambulance, and fire engines. So the beauty of this kit is you're driving along. I've often got my music up. I'm in a world of my own. And there's a siren going off and an ambulance or something is behind me, and I don't see it till the last minute. Then I'm trying to like jam it on my car on a pavement and curb a rim or something. So this product tells me that, you know, emergency services need to get by, and, you know, I can move well within time. Obviously, you know, if I'm driving and you know, haven't got my belt on or done something stupid, or, you know, like some people smoke a spliff or something, you know to throw it out, and there's police presence around you. Now, this will not just detect police cars, but it'll do motorbikes, helicopters, you know, foot patrol, bobbies on the beat. Unmarked cars is the best one, because if they're following you, you know that it's a continuous tone there, so you're being followed. Often, a few of my mates have got nice cars, and then, you know, a nice GTI or a VRS or something will come up their ass and sort of, you know, really intimidate them. And my mates are like, okay, peasant, boom, gone. And then they're gone. But then they come out of it and they end up getting a fine, because the police are sneaky. So this target blue will tell you if you're being monitored, or if police are following you, tailing you, or they're trying to basically get you, entice you into a race or anything like that. So yeah, another great product. I won't talk too much, because if you're interested, come and see me, but serious bit of kit. And then finally, we do a lot of thinkware cameras. The reason we do the thinkware is it's a good product, but it's got a police static database built in. So if you buy all these 3 products while you're driving along, it will tell you about any static cameras. It will warn you about average specs, Travels, and all the type of cameras that are there. It will also then tell you of any unmarked police or police cars in your area. And finally, it gets the vosa vans as well. So theoretically, you got to be pretty thick now to get caught if you've got 3 of these items, okay? So yeah, hopefully this video has educated you guys. It's done in a sort of humorous way, so do apologize if you get offended. But if you're a sheep, you can't get offended because you're a sheep. So carry on. Anyway, hopefully you'll watch this. Let me know if you're interested. Phone me and I will explain more, or pop in, or we can take you up for a demo anyway. Yeah, Waz signing out. Come again.